We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next, receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play action. Peters. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on a give up the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Peters. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. And this one is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 27.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Peters. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Peters. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back.
And the Jets 1st down.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Falcons nothing.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peters. And a completion to Wilson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Palmer going to go in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Palmer, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Falcons 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return, Carter. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it lines up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off the play fake, Peters. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that
time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive. Peters. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 29 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Cheetah. Steal. Black.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Peters. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Peters. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dawson Knox ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now Ritter to throw on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, set.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
43 rail.
They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A final shot before break. Peters escaping the pressure right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
6, mega. 6.
Third and long now. Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
10 cycles. Ready.
Here's Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Hey, red.
Second and 10 now. It's Ritter. Flush to his right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. As we surmised, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw on second down, Peters. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Peters. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot. Set.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter. That's to his running back, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
Ritter off the play fake. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Ritter going to change it up. Back to throw now on 1st down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just taught. play incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Shot, 17. Set, go.
Going play action. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. To the air again, it's Ritter. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. It's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Strikers, 3-3. Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Peters. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Jets.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Jets.
They'll run on first down. Pull. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Pull. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Peters. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. Option play, here's Hall. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 10. And the Jets 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.